maybe we can get people sat down. Yep. Yeah. Okay, sorry for the delay, everybody. Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, journalists, people of the media, welcome to the official press conference of the SPAR European Cross Country Championships 2023. This is the 29th edition of this championship. It's the second time that it's been held in Brussels, and I think it's the third time it's been held in Belgium. It was in Brussels back in 2008. I think it's been in Charleroi before. The press conference is here at the Atonium Centre. It'll be conducted in English only. I think it's the highest press conference in the history of European athletics. I think we're 102 metres up, so a little bit of altitude training for the athletes and for the journalists as well. I hope you got up here safely. For those of you watching on YouTube, it's a little bit like a space station, but hopefully you'll see some pictures on social media. The press conference will be divided into two parts. The first part will feature the President of European Athletics and the stars of the show, the 4 athletes. The second part will focus on the people who made this championship possible. But before I introduce the amazing people on my left-hand side, I'd like to invite Benoit Hellings just to come up and say a few words of welcome to the beautiful city of Brussels. So, Benoit, I invite you here.
Thank you very much, and welcome to Brussels. Welcome in the ball of the Atomium, the most beautiful ball with a view in Brussels, on your event, because the event will take place just behind the Atomium. Welcome to all of you, and especially dear athletes, and to Brussels. For the second time, we have the immense pleasure of welcoming this event in Brussels, of which we are very proud. I would like to thank the European Athletics President, Dobromir Karamanov, welcome to Brussels, who is among us, and for the amount of work he has been putting into all of this. All thanks to the Belgian Athletics Federation and its co-president, Jerry Follins, that keeps on pushing our national and local athletes forward to represent us around the world and especially in Europe. And finally, I thank Golazzo for the organization of this event. So thank you very much for being here, for the cooperation, and good luck to all of you for the wonderful athletes that will perform tomorrow in the rain, but you're in Belgium, so it's a cross country and it's mud and rain. So good luck and good conference.
Thank you, Benoit. So without further ado, let's start the first part of this press conference. And I'd like to firstly invite the President of European Athletics, Dobromir Karamarinoff, to say a few words.
Thank you, Peter. And I like this innovation to be together with the athletes. It's first time the press conference we start with the athletes. And this is our goal, to do everything because of you, dear athletes, and good luck for tomorrow. We are very happy that we are again in Brussels. As the speakers before me mentioned, we are second time in Brussels after 2008 and third time totally in Belgium. Cross country is really feeling at home in Belgium. It's a landmark in Belgium. And tomorrow there are 37 federations and more. There are 500 athletes who will participate in this really challenging course here in Brussels. And there is also some innovation. First time ever, the men and women, they will run the same distance. I want to thanks especially to LOC for the sustainability, what they put as a goal for these championships. This is one of our policy. And 2023 was a very exciting year for European athletics. But looking for 2024 and focusing on Rome, I want to remind you that LOC of Rome offer a special discount for the member federation for the ticket sales, and it will be really a good Christmas present for you, for your family, for your federation, to buy a ticket for our biggest event next year, 2024, in Rome. I want to thanks to LOC, I want to thanks to Golazzo, our partners, I want to thanks to the Belgium Athletics, I want to thanks to all the people who was involved at these championships. A special thanks to our commercial partners. It's SPAR, it's La Gruyère, it's World Motive, our new partner from last year, and Euroholt. And if allow me, I can announce that in the next days, we will inform you, will announce our new extending contract with one of the big commercial company, but it will be in the next days. Dear athletes, good luck. This competition is for you. Good luck not only tomorrow, good luck for the future. 2024 is so important year, and also for the coming years. Good luck for everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'll now ask some questions to the stars of the show, the athletes. Firstly, the athlete furthest to my left, Neils Laros. I'll just give him a little introduction. He's an extraordinary human being. He's only 18 years of age. He's already a national record holder, 2 times under-18 champion. He's a 2 times under-20 champion. In the 2023 European under-20s, he won the 1,500 metres and the 5,000 metres. He can run 1,500 metres in 3 minutes, 31 seconds, which is quite impressive for an 18-year-old. and he can run a mile as fast as the president of World Athletics in his prime, Sebastian Coe, in 3 minutes 48. So for an 18-year-old, this is something very, very special. So Niels, an incredible year for you. It's probably going to be a difficult question to answer, but if you had to choose one moment, what would you say has been your highlight of 2023?
I think for me it was reaching the final in Budapest.
Reaching the final in Budapest. Okay, you didn't win that one, but a very special moment. That was where you actually ran the 3:31. Is that right?
Yeah, in the semi-finals I ran 3:32, and then in the final I brought it down to 3:31.
Okay, wow, incredible. Now, we haven't seen you race much at cross-country, so for most of the fans this is going to be a new experience. How are you feeling after just visiting the track about the conditions?
I guess this is typical cross-country weather, so I like it.
Okay, so because we're very familiar with you on the track, but in the mud that's okay for you. You've run a lot of cross-countries?
Yeah, I used to do it when I was young a lot. The past 2 years I didn't do so much. But yeah, I like it very much, so I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Right,
well, good for us to see. Now, it's only a small journey from the Netherlands. Are you expecting a lot of Dutch support to come across and support you?
Yeah, for sure. I heard many fans will come out, so that would be very fun.
Yeah, and any of your family coming over to support you here in Belgium?
Yeah, almost everyone, so will be very nice.
Okay, so we can expect a big crowd. With so much success at such a young age, it's hard not to bring comparisons with Jakob Ingebrigtsen. I'm sure you've heard it before. You know, it's the times that you're producing, the distances that you're running. How does it feel for you to be mentioned in the same breath as someone as amazing as Jakob, who obviously isn't here, so you might have to replace him?
Yeah, of course. He's a good athlete, so it's an honor to be mentioned with him. But I'm getting closer to him now, so I'll try to beat him soon.
Wow. Okay. Who was your hero? I guess you're still growing up, but who was your hero as a child? Who did you look up to as an athlete?
There were quite a few, but seeing Centrovic win the Olympics in 2016 was quite cool to watch.
Okay, and final question, I promise. What's your dream? I mean, firstly, for tomorrow, and secondly, you know, in your career as an athlete?
Tomorrow we're going for the win, of course, and I think I will continue doing that in my career. So I'll try to win as much as possible.
Right. Well, thank you, Niels, and good luck. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Even learned to drop the mic. Very impressive. Moving on to the athlete next to you, Megan from Great Britain. Megan Keith, 21 years of age, European Under-20 cross-country champion, 2023 European Under-23 5,000 metre champion, where she had the stadium on their feet in Finland, in Espoo. Megan, you came second last year in Piemonte, and obviously coming from the UK, without meaning to immediately talk about the weather, these conditions are rather similar to something you might find in Great Britain. Will it feel like home for you, racing in Belgium tomorrow?
I think we've brought the weather with us, so we'll feel right at home here in Brussels tomorrow, I'm sure.
Do you prefer racing on the track, or you prefer the mud and the grass?
Oh, definitely the mud. No, I feel right at home on the cross-country course, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Team GB have always been pretty dominant in this championships. They've always won a lot of medals. How does the team feel in general coming to this championships?
I think there'll be definitely confidence. We all walked around the course this morning, and I think our trials 2 weeks ago were very similar with the hills and the mud and the challenging routes. So I think there'll be high hopes for tomorrow.
Okay, well, you dominated that trial race in Liverpool last month. Was there a part of you that considered going and being a part of the senior women's race?
Yeah, definitely. I always like a challenge, and the senior women's race would have been a big challenge. But for me, I didn't want to skip any steps, and I think I've got unfinished business in the age groups, so didn't want to get ahead of myself. But it would have been a fun one, and I think they will have a great race tomorrow.
Okay, that's great. And now Scottish distance running has been on such a high over the last decade. How influential have the likes of people like Laura Muir, McColgan, Jake Whiteman been in shaping your career?
Yeah, no, they're incredible to watch. I think we're such a small country, but we hold our own, and the majority of them turn up to our cross-country races at home in Scotland as well, and then we see them flying around the track at World Championships and Olympics in the summertime, so they're incredibly inspiring to see up close.
Wow. And expectations for tomorrow?
It's going to be tough. I'm going to run hard, and I'm hoping for the best.
Okay, well, thank you, Megan Keith, everyone, for answering those questions. So we have two athletes from the home country here, Belgium, Isaac Kimeli. So we'll start off with you, Isaac, if that's okay. So 2018 European cross-country silver medalist, 2022 bronze medalist. There's only one medal missing there, and that will be a gold. Is that something that you're hoping for in this race?
Yeah, my career started in cross-country when I was young. So, and finally cross-country come home. So I hope tomorrow will be a tough race, but I will do my best to bring the gold medal at home.
Wow. Now, you know this track or this course pretty well. The National Championships is often here. Can you tell us, for those of us who've never had the pleasure of running it, what it's like? Is it a difficult course?
The most cross-country we run in March. The Belgian Championship is also in March. The course is much hard, for running much better. But now it's a lot of motor. So I expect tomorrow it will be a harder course, and I think if we start too fast, we can die in the cross.
Okay. Now the Belgian crowd are renowned for creating a good atmosphere. How important will they be for you tomorrow, cheering you on?
Yeah, I think tomorrow will be a lot of people, and they will be crying, and I think I'm expecting a lot of people, also from Netherlands. My hometown is like 10 minutes from here, so I think the people will be excited to see me, to bring something for home.
All right. Well, and I don't know if it was good or bad news for the championship that Jakob Ingebrigtsen isn't here, which kind of gives the hometown heroes the opportunity to win it.
Yeah, I feel I was expecting to come here at home, Jakob Ingebrigtsen, Brussels. When Jakob Ingebrigtsen running the race, everyone will looking him is a big athlete in the moment, the best one. So I feel I hope for him the injury will be getting better. But now because it's not there, I think the race is open. Nobody can look in Jakob, because when Jakob is there, race everybody watching. If you go too fast and Jakob come back, and then you're maybe run for third place or to second place. But the race now is open, and then we can see how the guys were doing.
Well, there are some Ingebrigtsens in town, though, and I know Jakob's not the only Ingebrigtsen to have won a cross-country, so some competition coming from his brothers, I'm sure.
Yeah, indeed. We have also, I think, Hendrik, and I don't know if Philip also running, and they still have a big family. They were good athletes, so I accepted Norway will be also a good team with Nordas, Philip Ingebrigtsen, and Philip. So there will be a tough course tomorrow.
And just finally, any support coming here to cheer you on from your friends and family?
I think my family will be coming here. My mother, my girlfriend. I think a lot of people tomorrow will be best. I think I will buy something to put in my hair, because there will be a lot of noise tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, Isaac Kimeli, good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
And last but not least, Chloe Herbiet, welcome. I'll try and speak slowly because I know you're a little bit worried about speaking
Thanks.
English, but don't worry, we have translation if you want to speak in French. How does it feel to lead the Belgium Challenge in the senior women's race tomorrow?
My goal for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Just shining before my family and the Belgian team. And I hope maybe 25 top. But we see, because they are more good athletes.
Okay, well, as a marathon runner, are you pleased the senior women are now racing 9 kilometers at these championships?
It's more easy to take the start of the cross when you do the marathon before, because in my mind it's not the same to take 42 kilometers or 9 kilometers. So the race start more quickly.
Yeah. Now you're a Belgium cross-country champion. You a 2:27 marathon runner. I believe you won a marathon recently as well, right? Is that right? In Eindhoven, I saw you'd won a marathon in October.
Yes.
Yeah. How are the conditions different for you here? If you need to speak in French, you can, and we can have translation if you prefer.
To win the marathon, it's amazing to pass the line after 42 kilometers. It's an emotion, and behind the family, and also because it was the first marathon, so first win, first marathon, and just 1 minute to the minima for prize. So I am just happy, but they are again work because there are more people to do the minima.
And are you expecting family to come along tomorrow to cheer you on, and your friends? Are they going to be here tomorrow?
Yes. I have a big family, so more encouragement, and it's a fight for Belgium to do the cross in our country. So,
well, thank you so much, and thank you for being brave and answering the questions in English. Chloe Herbiet. Thank you to all the athletes. We're now just going to hand the microphone to the floor for the members of the media to ask questions. So if anyone has a question, please just raise your hand, and when you get the microphone, just say your name and who you're representing. So maybe we can start off with Tim, who has very enthusiastically put up his hand there. 2 hands, in fact.
Thank you. Tim Hutchings doing the commentary tomorrow for European Athletics on all the races. Just a quick question for you, Niels. People are making these comparisons between you and Jakob, but you are quicker than him already at 800. You've run 144. You've run 331. You've run 348 mile. But where he is different to you is his 5,000 strength. He's even at 17, 18, he was a lot quicker than you are now. So is running this cross country part of a plan to become stronger and run a faster 5,000? Is that one of your targets for this coming year, for 2024?
It's just part of the training, I would say, towards the track season to run a bit more base training. But I wouldn't say I'm running cross country to be like Jacob. I'm walking my own path, and I'm a unique kind of athlete, just like him. So I'm not doing it to be like him.
And a question to you, Megan. What I think is great about seeing you and Niels there is you're both pretty young, near the start of your careers, but you're both running cross country, even though you have big track ambitions. And one thing that saddened me this last 10 or 15 years is many of the top runners from Britain and other countries are avoiding cross country. They're away in Flagstaff, they're down doing warm weather training somewhere. But is it your intention, Megan, to make cross country part of your cycle every year for years to come? Or do you think you might get tempted to avoid cross country and focus on the track?
I can't say for sure. I'm not much of a forward planner, but I think there's a place for cross country in the season. I feel like I took a good amount of rest after track and managed to come back and feel fit enough to challenge at cross country races, hence why I'm here and racing this side of Christmas. But it also just feels like a nice reward for slogging through the Scottish winter training. I think it's part of it is you get to have some fun races in there too. So yeah, no, I love the cross country and I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon for me.
Microphone, Tim, if you can. Sorry. Oh, yeah, they've taken it. Okay. You've got a loud voice.
I'm not sure. Track is by far the most important. If it fits in the preparation, then we'll do it, but can't promise anything.
Okay, any more questions for the athletes?
Question to Isaac. Just wondering, how do you feel your preparations have gone? The training, is it better, similar to previous years? And do you feel you're in shape to get after that goal tomorrow?
The preparation was very good. I got to Kenya. The training was very good. I think, the training I did this year was much better than last year. And even when I took silver in, I remember in Tilburg, I was still not training a lot of miles training. And this year I trained a lot of kilometers. So I think the shape is much better than last year. But yeah, of course the parkour is not the same like in Turin. I think I'm much better than last year because the training is getting more better. No injury. Mentally is also I'm ready. So I'm ready for going tomorrow to try to beat the guys.
Okay. Any more questions?
Yeah. A question for Megan, please, for the Spanish media, Relevo, Andres Armero. Megan, who do you think are going to be your main contenders for tomorrow? And what do you think of the Spanish national team? Maria Forero, we talk a lot about her.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of fierce competition tomorrow. I raced Maria on the track in Finland, and she's very strong. And then again, I think there's Amina from the Netherlands. She's fierce and she's fast. So, and then there's always a good British team. So, it's going to be a good race and a tough race. And then there's always people you haven't even thought about who can come and have an absolute blinder. So, no chickens are being counted here.
Okay. Any more questions? Phil Minshall?
Yes, for Niels. Niels, I mean, the first European under-20 cross-country champion was a Dutchman, Gert-Jan Liefers, and by coincidence it was his 1,500-metre record you broke in Budapest. Have you had any contact with Gert-Jan at all? Has he passed on any congratulations after you beat his record, or talked about European cross-country championships?
He called me after I broke his national record. First he sent me a message when I equaled it. He said, "I'll call you when you break it," and then he did. Congratulations. But nothing about cross country or anything. Just told me to keep having fun.
Okay. Any more questions for the president or for the athletes? Just the microphone there. Thanks.
Hi, Ewan Crumley from Athletics Weekly. It's a question for Niels. I just wondered, after all the experiences you've had this year, how you feel they've changed you as an athlete and how different you will feel going into not just this championships but into next year.
I don't feel like it changed me too much. I think it just gave me more confidence that I can run with the best in the world. And before last season, I wouldn't have thought that, of course. So I think it's just the confidence. And yeah, of course, it says training is going well. So yeah, that's good.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Once again, we extend our gratitude for the athletes for taking the time to come and speak to us. Really appreciate it, to come on top of this atom. Thank you to the President of European Athletics for being here. And this is just the first part of the press conference. There'll be a second part in a couple of minutes' time. But before we do that, we'd just like to invite the photographers to come forward to take photos of the athletes and Dobromir. So, photographers, this is your moment. Just to mention to you all that in terms of one-to-one interviews, they're possible with the athletes, but we're just going to conduct the second part of the press conference before you start those interviews, if that's okay. I think Megan, unfortunately, has to go. Yeah, Megan has to go. I think the rest of the athletes are available for a chat afterwards. Pardon? Thanks, guys. Thanks, Megan. Thanks, Megan. I'd just like to invite Benoit Hellings to come and sit in the position, and Gary Follins as well. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could just settle down, please, while we just begin the second part of this press conference. This is where we hear from the brilliant minds behind the organisation and execution of this championships, and a welcome from the city. So after their speeches, you'll have the opportunity to ask them questions, but allow me just to quickly introduce them. You've already met Benoit Hellings. Sorry, everyone, if you could just settle down, that would be great. Thank you. Benoit, the first alderman and the alderman for climate and sport at the city of Brussels. I'll just start by asking you a few questions, if that's all right, Benoit. Now, Larkin Park is sacred in terms of Belgium cross-country. What can the athletes expect on this course?
You know, I'm in charge of climate, but I can't do anything with rain for tomorrow. But as we spoke just with Mr. President, that's why cross-country is so important. It's muddy, it's rain, it's effort, and it's something special. So we get used to organize every year a cross-country championship with the Belgian Federation. So we are going to experience a second time of European Championship in this very park. So, and we get used to organize some big athletics event in Brussels, Memorial Vendôme, first of all, marathon, 20 kilometers, and cross-country championships. So it's normal for us to organize that. So we are very pleased to welcome you here, and we are expecting a very good performances of Chloe and Isaac tomorrow. So it's important for the Belgian athletics, and Brussels is so proud to welcome you. And it's important for us to see this mixed relay appear in the competition, because equality between men and women, it's important to show it on TV, on Eurovision TV, that men and women are equal in sports and in athletics. So welcome.
Thank you, Benoit. And how important is the event to the city of Brussels? How important is the event to the city of Brussels?
Because athletics is important. When you go to the stadium, here, not so far, you see football and athletics on the front end of the stadium. So athletics is very important in Brussels. We changed the track last year in the stadium, so we can keep all the championships and the Memorial Vendôme in Brussels. So athletics is it's key for Brussels. That's why we are welcoming you here in the park.
Thank you. And just finally, Benoit, there's the Parc des Sports, which is at the foot of this building, actually. Can you tell us a little bit about the park and what people can expect there?
The park is huge, and we organize every year this Belgian cross-country championship. And I'm happy that we are going to see this park and another aspect of Brussels on television, because it's very green, it's huge, it's beautiful monuments, and it's important for us to show to the world that it's possible to get on track in a park, on the grass, in Brussels, even if it's the European capital of Europe, European capital, and it's more than an institutional city, it's a sports city, and that's why we are happy to give you the park to make it possible.
Right. Well, thank you, Benoit, for enlightening us with that information. I'm sure we'll all try it out. Closest to me, we had Gary Folens, the LOC co-president and Belgium Athletics co-president. Gary, how much does it mean to Belgium and to the Federation to have the cross-country championships here?
I think it's very important for us as a federation to organize here the European Championships. It's for the third time we organize it. We were here a few years ago, and then also in '96 in Charleroi. But we also organized the EAF World Championships already in Ostend and in Brussels, also at the marvelous venue here. And we've chosen this venue, a special venue, also to invite everyone here and to bring everyone in the atmosphere of the championship for tomorrow. This is very important for us, certainly. We have also, we are also organizer of the 2025 European Running Championships who are coming, and I've seen Marco, he is there, yeah, as director, and we are happy to organize two such great championships in 2 years, I would say.
18 months. Wow, very good. Well, what does Brussels have to do to prove that this championship is a success? What kind of crowd are you expecting?
But so we are expecting a perfect championship, so as every organizer. We have a pre-sale of more of 3,000 tickets. We are very satisfied with that, yeah. And I hope it will be a great atmosphere here tomorrow, and I'm sure it will be a great atmosphere here in the Park of Laken.
Well, I hope so. And what are your expectations for Team Belgium?
Well, different expectations, but certainly our spearhead, Isaac Kimeli, is one of the athletes who we wish in first place, certainly, because it will be his third medal, I think, it's so, with a gold lining, I hope, yeah. And then we have also the team of the senior men, who are very strong on the national selection cross, yeah. We hope they have also a good, are also favorite, I think, for the medals. Yeah? And then we have also Chloe Herbiet and Lisa Rooms, the women, yeah? And also the U23 Jana van Lint gave also a strong impression on the cross, on the national cross. And then we hope also a strong team, a strong performance of the Euro 20 teams, certainly, yeah.
And is there anything else? I know you had a little bit of a speech, but is there anything else you'd like to add that I haven't asked you in terms of questions that you would like to share with people? Any more information about the championship?
Certainly, there are three innovations we bring. First of all, we have no more start boxes per country, yeah. So we will present 5 athletes, 5 favorites in every race, and one of the 5 is always the national champion, or the first of the national selection cross in Belgium. Then the second innovation is certainly the random order of the mixed relay, yeah. And the third is the podium who will be just at the end of the championship in attendance of all the people there, and I hope there are many, many, many.
And for those people who haven't got tickets yet, who are watching this press conference, there's still tickets available to buy.
Certainly, there are still tickets available here at the venue. Just come all to Brussels, as I said, tomorrow. It will be a great spectacle.
And sunshine tomorrow, can you guarantee?
We guarantee.
Belgium sunshine.
Belgium sunshine.
Okay, that's a slightly different type of sunshine to the sunshine that some of us know. But no, it's brilliant. Well, thank you so much for that. And I'd like to open the floor to the media to see if anyone has any questions. Cathal, or if we could get a microphone to the floor, that's great. Phil
Yes,
Minchell.
It's for Gary. Can you reveal which names of which Belgian cross-country greats in the past are going to be there tomorrow as invited VIPs? Are we going to see the likes of Gaston Roelants there again, or Karel Lismond?
Yeah, we invited all the old champions, I think. Just Gaston Roelants, I think, will be there, certainly. We invited also Karel Lismond and all the great names of the Belgium athletic history in cross-country will be there tomorrow.
Can you add a few more names to the two that you've mentioned of people who are going to be there? Can you tell us a few more names?
I must look at, I don't know the invitations for the ancient champions of...
Sorry to put you on the spot.
We'll just get our researchers to find that information out, Phil.
Okay.
Well, while we ask the next... Oh, here we go.
Rousseau and Puttemans are also here tomorrow. Excellent. Vincent Rousseau and Emile Puttemans.
Excellent.
There you go. Cathal.
Yeah, I have two quick questions to either Jerry or Benoit, whoever wants to take it. There's masters races today, and I think there's juvenile races also before the program, which will cause the course to get, I'm sure, quite muddy. Some athletes will love that, some will hate that. But was that a decision taken by design, I guess, to give the elite athletes a true Belgian cross-country experience tomorrow?
The meaning of the championships we'll brought today and tomorrow in the pre-program was to involve everyone, from little to master, to involve everyone to the cross-country. And then we got the occasion to get everyone here tomorrow. And the more we have as attendance here, it was our meaning.
And the second quick question, just in terms of not having starting pens, is that because that's traditionally the way it's done in Belgium, I guess, and it was a decision not having specific starting pens for teams, everyone's on the one line?
It was a decision was taken with the organizers, the meeting director, and the people of European athletics, the responsible of European athletics.
Thank you.
Tim Hutchins.
Yeah, Gary, I'm very interested at the fact that your spectators have to pay to come in. What was the thinking behind that? Is it important finance for the event? And is that maybe making the crowds around the course smaller? Because maybe if it was free, more people would come.
Yes, maybe. It will be one of the factors, but we've chosen for that for financial, certainly financial, to be that the financial result is okay. But I don't think if the 15 euros they have to pay tomorrow and the 10 euros in the pre-sale, I think we have a democratic price, involve a democratic price for everyone, I think. And when we are looking at the pre-sale with more than 3,000 tickets, I think it's already a success. With all the people who comes tomorrow, 4,000 or 5,000 people tomorrow, it will be a great championship, I think.
Okay, any more questions before we conclude the press conference? Looks like you're free, gentlemen. So thank you very much for taking the time to speak to us. And if the photographers would like to come forward again just to take a photo of the people who made this event possible. Thank you everyone for watching, and We'll see you tomorrow at the track, on the course, midday tomorrow. The first race starts at 12:25. So see you then. Thank you for everyone watching at home, and thank you everyone for coming. Thank you. It's okay with me asking you questions, is that all right? Yeah. I thought it's a bit more relaxed.
Yeah. It's more so.
Less formal, right?
Okay.
Hey, thank you, Dr. Mann. Thank you so much.